Ever been in a relationship where she suddenly says something that makes you question everything? You know, when she says, I need space, or I'm not ready for a relationship, and you're left wondering, is this the end? If you've heard these words before, it's time to seriously think about walking away. These phrases aren't just casual remarks, they are massive red flags that should make you reevaluate everything. Today, we're breaking down 5 things she can say that should immediately make you walk away. Don't ignore these signals. If you want to protect your heart and time, stick around for the truth behind these 5 dangerous phrases. I need space. We've all heard it. Maybe it's during a quiet moment, or perhaps it's said in the heat of an argument. Whatever the timing, this phrase should immediately signal to you that something is wrong. But why? Isn't space a normal part of any relationship? Here's the harsh truth. I need space is usually a way of telling you that she's emotionally distancing herself from the relationship. It's not just about needing time to recharge, it's about emotional withdrawal. And this can be dangerous. When she asks for space, especially without explanation, it's often because she is no longer invested in the relationship the way you are. This isn't about needing a couple of hours to herself. This could be her way of mentally checking out. Maybe she's feeling overwhelmed by the relationship, or worse yet, losing interest. Space is a natural part of any relationship, yes. But if she consistently asks for more space and avoids addressing the root cause, it's a clear red flag. Do you really want to keep chasing someone who's slowly walking away emotionally? No. Instead, allow her the space, but use that time wisely to reflect on what's truly happening. You deserve someone who is fully present, not emotionally distant. Now let's address, I'm not ready for a relationship. This may seem like an innocent, maybe even reasonable statement at first, but it's not. If you've been with her for a while, shared moments, and built a connection, then her saying this should send alarm bells ringing in your head. Why? Because what she's really telling you is that she's not emotionally available or ready to commit to you. This can be for a variety of reasons. She might still be emotionally attached to someone from her past, or maybe she's unsure about her feelings for you. Worse, she might be afraid of commitment altogether. The bottom line is this: if she's not ready for a relationship, she's not ready for you, and that's not something you can change. You might want to believe that with time she'll come around, but she's made it clear that her heart isn't ready. You can't keep waiting for someone who isn't emotionally invested. Instead of wasting more time hoping for a change, it's time to walk away. You deserve someone who's ready to commit and build something real. Don't settle for someone who can't commit to you. Few words sting as much as when she says, I just want to be friends. You've probably poured your time, energy, and heart into her, and then, out of nowhere, this phrase is thrown at you. What does it really mean? The reality is, when a woman says this, she's telling you that she no longer sees you romantically. She's emotionally checked out, and she's trying to spare your feelings by offering a soft landing into the friend zone. But make no mistake, this is not a transition you want to make. This is the end of the road. You might try to convince yourself that a friendship is possible, but let's be real. The emotional dynamic has forever changed. If you've been romantically involved, it's nearly impossible to go back to a purely platonic relationship without one person still being emotionally attached. If she's no longer interested in you as a partner, it's time to face the truth. If she's offering friendship, it's time for you to walk away. Focus on your own healing and growth. Don't keep hanging on to someone who no longer wants to invest in you. I don't know what I want. This one is tricky because on the surface it seems innocent. It could be about a temporary feeling of uncertainty, right? Wrong. When she says this, it's usually a sign that she's unsure about you. This uncertainty is often a cover for emotional confusion or emotional detachment. If she truly cares about you, she will have clarity about her feelings. So when she says this, it's a clear indication that she's no longer invested in figuring out a future with you. She's emotionally adrift, unsure of where she stands, and she wants to keep you in limbo. This is one of the most damaging things someone can say in a relationship because it leaves you in a state of emotional uncertainty. You can't build a future with someone who doesn't know what they want, and you shouldn't have to wait for them to figure it out. walk away. It's time to prioritize your own emotional health and stop waiting for someone who is emotionally unavailable. And then there's I don't think we're right for each other. Let's be honest, this is the final blow. When a woman says this, she's making it clear that she's already made up her mind about the relationship. It's her way of cutting ties without the emotional complexity of a more direct breakup. This statement should be a wake-up call. It means she no longer sees you as her future. The emotional disconnect is real, and there's no going back. She's given you her verdict, and it's final. Don't make the mistake of hanging on. If she's saying this, the relationship is already over. Trying to convince her otherwise will only lead to more emotional pain and frustration. Let her go and give yourself the opportunity to find someone who sees a future with you. These 5 phrases are more than just words. They are warning signs that the emotional foundation of the relationship is crumbling. When a woman says these things, it's time to listen. It's time to move on. Walking away from a relationship isn't a sign of failure. It's an act of self-respect and self-care. You deserve someone who is ready to fully commit, someone who is emotionally invested in building a future with you. Don't waste time on someone who isn't ready or willing to meet you halfway. Move on with confidence, knowing that you're making space for someone who will appreciate you for who you truly are. Take this lesson, apply it to future relationships, and never settle for anything less than the love you deserve.